much shaming for female rage. I mean, we are human beings, like men are, but men can yell at other people.
So what was the rage about, though, with these women sitting around the table?
Feeling...
Was it about them and their place, and them and their relationships, and them and their children?
Yeah, no, feeling pressure from society, right? I mean, feeling pressure to raise children in a certain way, to do also fulfilling work outside the house. Yeah, I mean, there's just so much, and it's also subtle, and it's also small when one says it aloud like this, but it's actually, it can build up, right? And if there are no outlets, then it becomes really dangerous. And the thing that I also see is, because I've steeped in both this one, it's a different language that I love and that I know, I see that the models of female rage in literature are self-harming, right? I mean, Anna Karenina, what does she do? She jumps in front of a train. You know, Emma Bovary, she eats poison, and it's a terrible, terrible death. I mean, even going back to the Greeks, Medea, right? Dido. I mean, all of the women, except for possibly Antigone, hurt themselves. Oh, no, Antigone does too. She hangs herself. So.
Yeah,
There we go.
But is it driven by one powerful idea?
It's a very powerful narrative about women. Yes.
But it clearly is. But in all those, in all those fictional characters you mentioned, was their death driven by one powerful idea? Unrequited love, a world that was not easy for them.
Well,
I mean, often love is at the core of it, isn't it?
I think a loss of freedom, or an inability to be free, is at the core of most of those people.
I think so too.
Right, and just a feeling of being caged in these invisible cages.
Or restrained.
Restrained, absolutely. Right.
Exactly. Freedom is the absence of.
Exactly.
Is not having.
Right.
So, so how did you access all of that?
The rage.
Yeah.
I live.
You live. So what rage do you have?
What rage do I
Yes,
have?
you. Here you are, young.
I'm 37. I mean,
Okay, young.
right.
I know where you are. Young, hugely successful.
Okay.
Shall I read you the reviews of this? A wonderful family,
Yes.
great life. What am I missing that you don't have that causes rage within you? I want you to think about this, because I mean it seriously.
Yeah.
I desperately want to know.
Charlie,
Yes.
I'll have to write you another book. I don't know.
No, do you know?
I don't know.
You do.
No, I don't.
You do know. You just don't want to know.
Well, genetics.
You do know, but you don't want to
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Does he know?
Who?
Your husband.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, I make myself sound like a monster.
Okay, but this is about marriage. I mean,
yeah.
You know, do you sit around and talk about the themes of this book with him?
Well, we certainly did
Or you just
after
simply
you read the
access
book.
what you already know?
No, so we don't talk about themes. You know, I handed him this book with a lot of fear, because there was a mirror of me in both characters, and there's a mirror of him in both characters, and that was a really tricky situation. And any other person than my husband.
What's the mirror of you in Lotto?
Oh, just like the creative narcissism, the ability to step away from the family from 5 in the morning until 2 and not deal with school.
And what's the mirror of you in Matilda, that wanted to be quiet? Or?
No, the rage and the introspection and the sort of deep shame. I don't know. I mean, we all...
Deep shame?
Yeah. I'm from like a Pennsylvania Dutch family. We operate on a lot of shame. It's the way to keep us doing the right thing. Yeah.
Does anything surprise you about the response to this book?
I haven't paid much attention to the response of the book, to be honest. I mean, I'm delighted, right? What things do get to me. My publicists don't send me anything. They all send it to Clay, my husband. So I try really hard to put blinders on and just work on the next thing. But the thing is, Charlie, I'm not surprised because I don't pay attention, but also because I work really hard, right? And And I don't think that I deserve any of this, but I'm also, I get a lot of the pleasure of these books out of the work, right? The work
the doing of the thing.
The doing of the thing. That's where the pleasure comes from. Absolutely.
And what part of the doing of the thing that is most appealing to you?
Oh.
I mean, is it the beginning, the middle, or the end?
Nothing. It's just being deep inside. So when you're really, really, really into a novel, everything in the world conspires with you to sort of talk to the novel. So you're in the grocery store and you see a pregnant woman trying to reach the peas in the top shelf, right? There's a scene, right? And so you take it. You take everything. You take conversations that people have. You take little tiny moments that accrete and build into this thing, this work that reflects your reality and changes it in a very real way. So there's nothing better. And I'm always seeking that deep immersion. And when it comes, I'm happy, right? And when it doesn't come, I'm anxious and depresso, Lauren, until it comes again. So
where do you put this? His wife posting atop him like a prize equestrian. Where do you put that?
Yeah, it was funny. I don't know.
Well, you know what it got? I think, didn't I read somewhere that it got the bad sex writing of...
Oh, good. Yeah, someone... It's
a sex scene. Bad Sex and Fiction Award from the Literary Review in London.
In context, it makes a lot of sense. But sex out of context is always bad. In real life and in fiction. So... honestly, there aren't that many sex scenes in literary fiction because people are scared. Right? Well, people are scared of writing sex scenes. Of being nominated for the Bad Sex Award, right? Or I mean, people they don't want to be ashamed.
You've said, in fact, that there are not many great sex scenes in great novels, great fiction.
I mean, the only person I can think of who does it really, really well is James Salter, right? Yeah. He did it beautifully. But who else writes sex scenes?
Try.
Right. There you go. Just try. Risk shame.
What are you going to do next? Are you going to tell me about it at all? Or
no, I'd have to.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
You have said I'm working simultaneously on 2 unpublishable books.
Yes.
Which is exciting. You write books that are unpublishable.
Absolutely.
You said, I just thought Fates and Furies was not going to be published either, but what I'm working on now, and I can't talk about it, you told this to Oyster Review, about too much, because it's like sticking little pins in it and letting all the air out. But this one is just a vanity project. This is from my drawer.
That's right.
Vanity project.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. But I think, I want to take risks.
Autobiographical?
Oh, God, no. Well, maybe, I don't know. You want to take risks, right? You want to try something that's really, really, really scary. And so if you have to tell yourself that it's not going to be published, then you take those risks. It's all trickery for your own,
You're just playing with your head.
You're playing with your own head.
You're not going to be working, so I might as well let it happen. I may as well
let it
happen,
right?
Yeah.
And it's fine.
Oh, here Clay gets inscription, too.
Yes, he does.
You say, look how good this is. This is a lucky man. For Clay, of course.
I'm a lucky lady.
Yeah, there you go. Fates and Furies, Barack Obama calls it his favorite novel of 2015. Thank you for coming.
It was my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us.